Hey guys, today we're going to start off at chapter 24 of Genesis. Now Abraham was old, well advanced in his years. The Eternal had prospered Abraham in every day, and to Isaac Abraham gave all his property. Then Abraham said to the oldest servant in his household, the man who took charge of all that he had, pray, place your hand under my thigh, and I will make you swear an oath by the Eternal, God of heaven and God of earth, that I will never marry my son to a daughter of the Canaanites among whom I am living. No, you must go to my own country and kindred and choose a wife for my son Isaac. But, said the servant, suppose the woman is unwilling to follow me to this land. Am I to take your son back to the land from which you came? Abraham said to him, beware of taking my son back. The Eternal, God of heaven and God of earth, who brought me away from my father's house and from the land of my birth, who talked to me, who swore to me that he would give this land to my descendants. The Eternal will send his angel before you and provide you with a wife for my son yonder. If this woman is unwilling to follow you, then you are free from this oath of mine. Only you must never take my son back there. Then the servant put his hand under the thigh of his master, Abraham, and swore as he was told to swear. He took 10 of his master's camels to carry a present from his master's treasures, and started for Mesopotamia, for the town of Nahor. Outside the town, he made the camels kneel beside the well of water at the evening hour, when women come out to draw water. O Eternal, he said, God of my master Abraham, pray let me succeed today. Pray be kind to my master Abraham. Here I stand beside the fountain. The daughters of the citizens are coming out to draw water. Now may the maiden to whom I say, pray lower your pitcher, that I may drink. The maiden who answers, drink, and let me give drink to your camels also. May she be the maiden thou hast allotted to thy servant Isaac. So shall I know that hast been kind to my master. Ere he had done speaking, out came Rebekah, a daughter of Bethuel, the son of Milcah, the wife of Abraham's brother Nahor. She carried her pitcher on her shoulder. She was a very beautiful girl, unmarried and a virgin. Down she stepped to the fountain and filled her pitcher. As she came up, the servant ran to meet her, saying, pray let me drink a little water from your pitcher. Drink, sir, she said, and lowering the pitcher rapidly to her hand, she gave him a drink. When she had finished giving him a drink, she said, let me draw water for your camels also, till they have enough. Sorry, I'm getting over a cold. They have enough. When she finished, so she quickly emptied her pitcher into the trowel and ran again to the well to draw water, doing this for all his camels. The man gazed at her in silence to see if the Eternal had made his errand successful or not. When the camels had finished drinking, he took a golden nose ring weighing a quarter of an ounce, and 2 golden bracelets weighing 5 ounces. He asked her, whose daughter are you? Pray tell me, is there a place for me to put up in at your father's house? She said to him, I am the daughter of Bethuel, the son of Milcah, whom she bore to Nahor. She added, we have ample straw and fodder, and there is a place for you to put up in. The man bowed his head, adoring the Eternal. Blessed be the Eternal, he said, the God of my master Abraham, who has not ceased to be kind and true to my master. And as for himself, the Eternal has led me straight to the house of my master's kinsfolk. Then the girl ran and told her mother's household about it. Now Rebekah had a brother called Laban. Laban ran out to the man at the fountain. He had seen the nose ring and the bracelets on his sister's hands, and heard that his sister Rebekah tell him that the man had said to her. When he reached the man, there he was, standing beside the camels at the fountain. Come in, he said. You whom the Eternal had blessed, why stand outside? I have the house all ready and a place cleared for the camels. So the man went indoors and unshackled the camels, while Laban brought straw and fodder for the camels and water for the man and his companions to wash their feet. Then food was set before him, but he said, I will not eat till I have told my errand. Say on, said Laban. And he said, I am Abraham's servant. The Eternal has richly blessed my master, so that he is a great man. He has given him flocks and herds, silver and gold, male and female slaves, camels and asses, donkeys. When Sarah, my master's wife, was old, she bore a son to my master, and he has given this son all his property. My master made me swear by it. You must never marry my son to a daughter of the Canaanites in whose land I am living. No, you must go to my father's household and my own kindred to get a wife for my son. But I said to my master, suppose the woman is unwilling to follow me. He answered, the Eternal of whose presence I am ever mindful, will send his angel along with you and make your journey a success till you get a wife for my son from his own kindred in my father's house, my own kindred in my father's house, and then you shall be free from your oath to me. When you reach my kinsfolk, my kindred, if they will not let you have her, you are free from your oath to me. Today I came to the fountain and prayed, O eternal God of my master Abraham, if thou really makest my errand a success, grant that, as I stand here beside the fountain, the maiden who comes out to draw water, to whom I pray, let me have a little water to drink out of your pitcher. The maiden who answers, drink yourself and let me draw water, O free camels, may she be the woman whom the Eternal has allotted to my master's son. Ere I had done saying this to myself, out came Rebekah with her pitcher on her shoulder. She stepped down to the fountain and drew water, and when I said, pray, let me have a little water to drink, she lowered her pitcher rapidly from her shoulder, saying, drink, and let me give your camels a drink also. So I drank, and she made the camels also drink. I asked her, whose daughter are you? She said, I am the daughter of Bethuel, Nahor's son, whom Milcah bore. Then I put the ring on her nose and the bracelets on her hands. I bound my hand and door in the Eternal, blessing the Eternal, the God of my master Abraham, who had led me by the right road to win my master's kinsman daughter for his own son. Now tell me whether or no you will deal kindly and straightforwardly with my master, so that I may know what to do next. Laban and his household replied, this comes from the Eternal. We dare not say yes or no to you. Here is Rebekah. Take her and go. Let her be the wife of your master's son, as the Eternal has signified. When Abraham's servant heard this, he bowed to the ground before the Eternal. Then he took out jewels of silver, jewels of gold, and garments, which he gave to Rebekah. He also presented costly gifts to her brother and her mother. He and his men ate and drank and stayed all night. When they rose in the morning, he said, send me back to my master. Her brother and her mother said, let the girl remain with us for a week or 10 days, and then she can go. But he replied, do not hinder me. The Eternal has made my errand a success. Send me away that I may return to my master. We will call the girl, they said, and ask herself. So they called Rebekah and asked her, will you go with this man? She replied, I will. So they sent off their sister Rebekah and her nurse, with her nurse and Abraham's servant and his men, blessing Rebekah in these words, sister, may you be the mother of myriads. May your descendants conquer all who hate them. Then Rebekah and her maidens started riding on camels after the man. Thus the servant took Rebekah and went off. Now Isaac had come across the desert as far as Beer Lahai Roi, for he lived in the south country. It was evening, and he had gone out to mourn in the fields. As he looked up, he saw there were camels coming. Rebekah looked up and saw Isaac. She alighted from her camel and asked the servant, who is this yonder man walking in the fields to meet us? The servant said, it is my master. Then she took her veil and covered herself. The servant told Isaac all that he had done, and Isaac took her inside his tent. Rebekah became his wife, and he loved her. So Isaac consoled himself after his mother's death. Abraham married another wife called Keturah. She bore him Zimran, Jokshan, Midian, Ishbak, and Shaul. Jokshan was the father of Sheba and Dedan, and from Dedan sprang the Asurim, the Letushim, and the Lumin. Forgetting the pronunciations, guys. From Midian sprang Ephah, Ephra, Hanok, Abida, and Elda. All these were Keturah's children. To the sons of his concubines, Abraham gave presents and sent them away eastward to the land of Kedem before he died, to leave no burden upon his son Isaac. Isaac lived in Beer Lahai. The years that Abraham lived were 175. He breathed his last, dying in a ripe old age, an old man, after a full life, and had gathered to his father's kindred. Isaac and Ishmael, his sons, buried him in the cave at Machpelah, in the field of Ephron the Hittite, the son of Zohar that lies east of Mamre, the field that Abraham bought from the Hittites. There Abraham was buried with his wife Sarah, and after Abraham's death God blessed his son Isaac. Here are the descendants of Ishmael, the son of Abraham, whom Hagar the Egyptian, Sarah's maid, bore to Abraham. Here are the names of Ishmael's sons according to the genealogy. Nebaioth, the eldest, then Kedar, Abiel, Mibsan, Mishma, Duma, Masa, Hadad, Tema, Jutar, Nephish, and Kedema. These are Ishmael's sons in the order of their villages and encampments, 12 sheiks with their clan. The years of Ishmael's life were 137. He breathed his last, died, and was gathered to his father's kindred. The Ishmaelites lived between Havilah and Shur on the east of Egypt. They settled to the east of all their kinsmen. Here are the descendants of Isaac, Abraham's son. Abraham was the father of Isaac, and Isaac was 40 years old when he married Rebekah, the daughter of Bethuel the Aramean, belonged to Padan Aram, the sister of Laban the Aramean. Isaac besought the Eternal on behalf of his wife, for she was barren. The Eternal yielded to his entreaty, and his wife Rebekah conceived. Twins were struggling in her womb, and she cried, "Why has this befallen me?" So she went to consult the Eternal, and the Eternal told her, "In your womb lie nations twain, rival races from their birth. One the mastery shall gain, the other over the older reign." When the time of her delivery came around, twins were born in her womb. The first came out tawny and hairy all over, like a mantle of hair. So they called him Esau, hairy. Then his brother came out with his hand grasping Esau's heel, so he was called Jacob, heel catcher. Isaac was 60 years old when she bore him. The boys grew up. Esau was a skillful hunter, a man who lived in the open. Jacob was a quiet man living in the tents. Isaac was fond of Esau, for Esau's venison was to his taste, but Rebekah was fond of Jacob. One day Jacob was cooking some food when Esau came in famishing from the country. Esau said to Jacob, "Let me have a bite of that red omelet there. I'm famishing." Hence he was called Edom or red. Jacob said, "First of all, send me your birthright." Esau answered, "Here I am dying of hunger. What good will the birthright be to me?" "Swear to me first of all," said Jacob. So Esau swore to him, and after he sold his birthright to Jacob, Jacob gave Esau bread and stewed lentils. Esau ate and drank, got up and went away. So little store did Esau set up by his birthright. This is it, guys.